Good.
Okay, what is it?
Your letter is a good letter. It says you've been compliant with what you're supposed to do. So I'll set your next hearing for July 7th,
Thank you.
9 o'clock.
July the 7th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Alicia Clay, 2268. Okay, you've got community service and fines, and not a whole lot's happening.
Yes, sir. I was in treatment, and I left treatment, and we got a house, and I just started a new job. I'm making a payment today, and my next day's off are Wednesday and Thursday, and I was going to bust out that community service.
Okay, when you say Wednesday and Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Of this week?
Yes, sir. I started my new job 2 weeks ago, and I haven't even had a day off yet.
How much are you paying on your fine?
$40.
Okay, and not just for you, but for everyone, this Saturday, you get double credits of Rome Township cleanup day. Come here to the court. You'll get 2 days credit for doing 1 day of community service this Saturday at 7:30. What kind of turnout did you have, Pat?
We got 22 people show up.
Wow.
Common Police had 10.
Okay, well,
That's where I will be, though. I'll be in Ironton, if that's okay.
on Saturday,
Yes, I'll come Wednesday.
they may bring you the same event that we were going to, so,
Okay.
yeah, I got told this morning that the fairgrounds look better than it has for a long time, so that was one of the things they were doing, I guess, working at the fairgrounds. Okay, let me give you another date. June 9th, 9 a.m. See the clerk.
Thank you so much.
Jeremy Meadows. Okay, based on your history and the report I have, I want you to do a urine screen today.
Yes, sir.
So go to the probation office, do a urine screen, we'll have you back out. Richard Reif. Is that Bethesda? It's a very good report, Mr. Wright. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is he able to do any community service? He still owes some community service.
His mission, and he's not on a blackout yet, so he can here soon, but
Okay.
we can try to do something maybe this weekend.
I get off Thursday, so I should be able to Saturday. I
All
get
right.
off Thursday.
That'd be great.
All right.
I'm going to set your next hearing for June 5th,
All right.
9 o'clock.
So I should be able to do some community service, get that knocked down this weekend, Your Honor.
That'd be great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Got a good report. Congratulations on that. Sasha Kenny didn't appear. Turned in quite a bit of community service. And doesn't look like did the 3-day school either, but paid the fines. So, 7 days before a warrant will issue. Josh Clyber. Josh never comes in when he's supposed to. He
We always
always,
did community services and we're too, you know.
okay, bench warrant will issue. Jennifer Pinkerman, 16446, she goes community service and fines, didn't appear, gets a warrant.
Whitney Piles, Mitch Wright, Amy Jo Piles, Jason Taylor, Barry Vaughn, Veronica Wise, Caleb Ham.
Whitney Piles, 19343. That Southern Hope.
Yes.
Okay, looks like a good report, and you're looking for a job now, so
Yeah.
what you're doing? Okay. You've got community service too, so if you're available, get out here, get it done. Can she do community service now? Okay.
Yep.
Let's get it done. I'll see you June 5th also. June 5th?
All right, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that Juneteenth? Because I hadn't said anything yet. Let's see. Maybe. I forget about that holiday. Okay. So June the 5th is a court date. All right, June 5th then, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Mitch Wright, 08-29-19 and 08-13-83. Okay, coming in a lot of community service, still got some to do.
I'll get that done this month, to be honest.
Very good, thank you. I'll set you for June 12th,
All right, thank you.
9 o'clock, June 12th. Amy Jo Piles. Amy Jo Piles is not here. She had 7 days to get in before warrant issues. I think she called in and said she was sick, but she's missed a lot. So I'm skeptical. She's missed a lot of hearings in the past. Jason Taylor, 17-22-66, did his community service, but he still has fines. He's got 7 days to appear before warrant issues. Veronica Wise.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, 21-35-39. Is that Pathways?
Yes.
Mr. West is here with you. Okay. Well, there were some missed drug screens, so I think you need to do one here today. So let's do
Okay.
it.
That's fine.
We'll recall you after you do that.
Did it put why I wasn't able to screen?
Said you were doing community service.
I was over here, and then by the time I made it back, they weren't letting me.
Well, that's all good. If you have a clean
Okay.
drug screen, we're all good. Go give me a clean drug screen. Barry Vaughn, 21-5-40, 2016-78. Has community service and fines to pay, hasn't appeared, so he gets a warrant. Caleb Ham is called for, has not appeared, case number 21-327. He hasn't finished paying, so he gets a warrant. Okay, that finishes,
Oh, excuse me.
we got 7 more.
We got 7 more.
Okay, we got 7 more reviews.
Crystal Cooper, Joshua Hitchman, Whitney Morris, Tiffany Phillips, Shauna Turner, James McClellan, Mark Wells.
Crystal Cooper,
Yes.
22,485. You just have to pay your fine when you make a payment today?
I have a $40 payment for today.
Okay. Make your payment, and I'll set you for June 12th.
Okay.
As your next hearing. If you pay it off, you don't have to come back in. 9 o'clock, June 12th. Joshua Hinchman,
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
23,107. Okay, you give me something from Cabell. Have you been to OVP?
I have not, Your Honor. I started a new job with Gino Lambert. I started a siding company. I work 5 days a week, sometimes 7 if the weekends are good. I'm working 7 p.m. or a.m. to 4 p.m. I have not been able to manage to be able to get into the OVP, but I can pass a clean drug screen.
Okay, let's do that. Go give me a drug screen. We'll have you back once we get the results.
All right, thank you.
Whitney Morris. Whitney Morris was called for, has not appeared, and hasn't done anything on her case, so she gets a warrant. Tiffany Phillips, 22,680. Okay, and you're at brighter days and working,
Yeah.
and it's a good report, thank you.
Your Honor, she did speak to me this morning. She said she had some community service to turn in. She was not in favor with everything.
Okay, you got 16 hours left to do.
I'm gonna be there Saturday.
Okay,
What time does that
so
start?
how hard did the people work on this past Saturday? With 22 there,
Not really hard.
were they scraping grease from out of the mill?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that hard. So
It's
just-
fine. I don't mind being all right. I've booked in the Wayne and everything else, so.
Okay, I'll set your next hearing for June the 12th,
Thank you.
9 o'clock. Get it finished and you can quit coming to these hearings.
Yes.
Shauna Turner, 23,227. And you've been at Foundations?
Yes, and I'm in treatment now at the counseling center.
Okay, great. Did somebody from the counseling center bring you today?
It was just transportation. She didn't come in.
They just dropped you off?
Yeah.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Okay. So think you're in the right place then?
Yes, sir.
And you agree you're in the right place?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I thought about you, I was worried about what you tested for and what was going on with you, so, and your family and everybody's on board with what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. All right, I want to see you in about a month, so let's see when the best time is. Probably gonna have to make it to the last Friday in May, let's see. Let's make it May 26th, so I'll see you at the end of the month. You look good, good report, keep it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now you just call, you have a way to call them to come pick you up, or?
She said she would be back.
Okay, talk to Kim. Kim,
Yes.
Can you help this young lady?
Yes.
And at what time was that?
9 a.m., May 26th.
Thank you.
Probably be a good idea for you to talk with Kim anyway. All right, Mark Wells.
Yes, sir.
2753, 2014, 17, 12, 73, 05, 21, 69. Do you have a payment on your funds?
Yes, sir.
How much are you paying?
$20.
Okay, and your community service is all done, so that's all you got left. Pay your funds.
And they come in Saturday. You said you get 2 days for
You
that?
get $100 credit for working Saturday.
Yeah.
They'll probably feed you hot dogs and
They had pizza Saturday.
pizza Saturday, I don't know. Can you work with
with them next Saturday?
I'll be there.
free pizza, $100 credit? I mean,
Yeah.
I might show up myself. I get $100 credit.
Yeah, I gotta walk.
All right, June 5th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
Okay, James McClellan was called for, hasn't appeared. And has stuff left to do, so there's a warrant issue for not appearing.
State of Ohio recalls Amy Jo Piles.
Okay, Ms. Powell made it in.
I'm sorry.
All right, can you pay anything on your phone?
Yeah, I have 50.
Okay, that's all you got left. You don't have any,
I know, I'm almost done. It's taken a long time, but I'm almost done.
all right, I'll work with you as long as you're making an effort. So
Thank you.
I'll cancel the warrant, set your next hearing for June 5th.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jeremy Meadows.
Still the same.
Yeah, I start Riverside Wednesday.
Inpatient?
Or outpatient, I'm sorry.
Glad you see his results.
They're bad.
Well, he's been at Riverside, hasn't he? Wasn't he there?
Yes, he had an assessment and hasn't been back since. He came by this morning and has an appointment scheduled Wednesday.
All right, I think he needs to go in custody. I'm locking you up. Well, I'll think about what to do with you. Probably inpatient. Why don't you go back and talk to him? And when I look through his file, you can have it, but he's got quite a history. Okay, so we're going to start arraignments next. So that's, if you got a new case, that's what the first hearing is called. If you think you should have got called with reviews, if you missed a review hearing in the past, you're going to get called now with the arraignments. Or if you messed up something, you didn't do something you're supposed to, got a warrant, you're going to get called with the arraignments. Or if you got a new case, you're going to get called with the arraignments. So, arraignment is a hearing to tell you why you're here, what the charges are, the possible penalties for it. If it's a misdemeanor, to have you give a plea, which is your answer to the charge. And you have three choices: not guilty, that's the safest one to enter, guilty, or no contest. So when you're asked for a plea, if you're not sure what to do, if you don't understand what's happening, If you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial, you need to enter a not guilty plea. Entering a guilty or no contest plea because you want to get the case over is not a good reason to enter one of those pleas. Because most of the cases here are jailable, so don't enter a guilty or no contest plea to a jailable offense just because you think that's the fastest way to get it over. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to make any statements, but if you do make statements, sometimes people just stand up and blurt out, "Yeah, I did it." Well, that can be used against you by the prosecutor. If you get up and admit you did it, they can use that. You don't have to say anything, but it's all on the record what you do say. You have a right to have an attorney, and you have a right to have one appointed if you're facing a jail sentence, which most of these cases are, and you can't afford a lawyer, then you can get one appointed. I have to ask you about your income because there's a scale depending on your family size, what your income is as to whether I can appoint a lawyer for you. You have a right to have bail. You have a right to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving all those rights, and don't do that if you don't understand what's going on. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Dodgen, case number TRC 23457, A, B, and C.
Sir, are you Stephen Dodgen?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dodgen, it's alleged that on April the 29th at 3:24 a.m. in Fayette Township, you were operating a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol, that you took a breath test and tested 11 on the breath test.
Yes, sir.
It's alleged this is your first charge, first
Yes,
time
sir.
you've ever been charged with this offense. So these are progressive. The more of these you have, the higher up the possible penalty are. So on a first offense, there's a maximum and a minimum. So I'm going to tell you the maximum and the minimum. The maximum on a first offense is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. That's the most the court can impose. The least the court can impose, if you're found guilty, is 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. That's the minimum. You're also charged with not wearing a safety belt. That's a mandatory $30 fine if you're found guilty of that. And disobeying a traffic control device. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine.
Yes, sir.
So those are the 3 charges. Do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, I believe so, sir.
That's what I explained right as we started.
Okay, yes, sir, I do then.
I'm willing to go over that again if you have any questions.
Yeah.
What plea do you wish to enter these charges?
Not guilty.
Do you wish to have a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
I just got a job, sir.
Where are you working now?
Tri-Lawn security guard.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
16 an hour, sir.
Okay. How many hours a week?
36 one week, 48 every other week, sir.
Okay, so you're averaging about 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
So about $30,000 a year gross is what it's going to be.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any family that you're supporting?
My father, sir.
Okay. Is he disabled or what?
He just got diagnosed with Crohn's disease, sir.
Okay, I'll appoint counsel then based on a family size of 2. And I'll appoint Mr. Thompson. Let's have Mr. Thompson come in.
Thank you, sir.
It's first offense OVI with a breath test. Mr. Dodgen can sign a $1,000 signature bond. So you're going to sign a piece of paper that says you promise to come to court as you're ordered to, or you'll pay a $1,000 penalty if you don't show up, and you get a warrant. That's the worst part. You get a warrant for not showing up.
Yes, sir.
Just come to court, you won't have to post any money.
Yes, sir.
So, we need to set a pretrial, and I'm looking at
Any Monday, sir.
the 22nd of May.
Okay.
May 22nd will be your next hearing, Mr. Dodgen. There'll be a pretrial at 10 a.m. Any questions?
No, sir.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Collins, case number CRA 19304, PRD 191082, CRB 15606.
All right, Jeffrey Collins is here. You were supposed to be here for a sentencing on April the 18th.
Yes, sir.
Do you admit you didn't appear then?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an explanation?
Yeah, we're down to the skeleton crew where I work, and my district and regional manager both was in last week. So if I'd have missed, I'd have been without a job, so.
Okay. Where are you working now?
Strickland Brothers,
What do you do there?
it's the oil changing place.
Okay.
It's right there by Proctorville Fairgrounds.
Do you have a smartphone?
Yes, sir.
You can appear by teleconference. I'll let you appear by teleconference. If you're at work, if you can take 10 minutes aside, get on your phone, you can come in, appear. We see we got a lawyer. You see the little image?
I did not know that. That would be so much handier, yeah. I had no
Okay,
idea.
so, all right, do you have something you can pay on your fines then
Yes,
today?
sir. Yes, sir. I'm paying $20.
Okay, and you've got community service still left, it looks like. You gonna be out here Saturday?
I'll have to check my schedule, see when I work. I work usually weekends, but if not, I'm definitely gonna be here. I tried to be here this past weekend, but
Well, you gotta get this done. I mean, we're going on several years. Now, you haven't had any new cases for a while, so maybe you're finally grown up. Okay? That's
yeah,
it?
you don't get no more new ones from me, I hope.
Okay, well, that's good. But you gotta finish up the old ones too.
Gotcha.
So make a payment on your fines. I'll set your next hearing for June 5th. Get this stuff cleared up and you can quit worrying about coming to these hearings.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll cancel the warrant.
Appreciate it.
See the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Tiona Creekmore, case number TRC 20-1534, A, B, C, and D.
Your Honor, if I may, she turned in community services this morning. I didn't have time to look at it, I don't know how many hours she actually turned in, but she did turn it in this morning.
Okay. Well, she only owed 8.
As far as I know, that's all, I did do the 8.
We'll finish it then.
All right, your case is completed then. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're free to go. No further review hearings.
Come back?
Don't have, you can come back and visit if you want, but you're not required to.
State of Ohio versus Christopher L. Blake, case number TRD 23440, A, B, and C, TRC 18357.
Okay, you're Christopher Blake.
Yes, sir.
It's alleged on April 25th of this year at 8:54 a.m. in Perry Township, you were driving at a speed of 86 in a 55 zone?
Yes,
That's
sir.
a minor misdemeanor, maximum
I-
$150 fine. That you were driving while under an OVI suspension. That is a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And the minimum penalty on that is 3 days in jail and a $250 fine. And that you were not wearing a safety belt, that's a mandatory $30 fine. And then it looks like you had a warrant on case number 18357 for not appearing for a review hearing on April 26th of 2019. So I'm a little surprised you showed up today.
May I say something, Your Honor?
Well, you probably shouldn't. That's just an offhand comment you don't need to respond to. What I do need for you to do is plead to these new charges of the speed, driving under suspension, and safety belt. How do you plead to those charges?
Not guilty.
Okay. Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, please.
Do you have a job?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where you work?
Cheddar Scratch Kitchen in Ashland.
How much are you paid? Paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
$13.50.
How many hours a week?
Roughly 35, 38.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. Then I'll appoint Mr. Smith. He's who represented you on your last case. Roger Smith. You still got, according to what I'm showing, stuff left from that old case you haven't finished. 3 days community service, $680 in fines and court costs. He's got an old case that he didn't finish.
Okay.
And he's got a new charge. The most serious part of it is driving under an OBI suspension. So since he did appear on his own today, which kind of surprises me, I'll give him an OR bond of $2,000.
Thank you, Judge.
$2,000 signature bond.
Your signature on. I'm here, Judge, except the 8th and 12th, any day in May other than the 8th and 12th.
Let's do the 26th.
I can
May
do that.
26th.
Yes, sir.
Pre-trial, May 26th. On both cases. Pre-trial and review on the old case, pre-trial on 23-440.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Let's see, I kind of forgot that. Mr. Ashworth, is there anything we can do to get you through that? Can you hear me, Mr. Ashworth?
Just be silent. May 26th at 10.
Well, let's go ahead and we'll take you out of order. Dickus, Mr. Steyer is in the courtroom.
Your Honor, spoken to Mr. Ashworth by phone last week and discussed this issue. This is charged as an F3 DUI, OVI. However, as we've discussed previously here as well, over the phone, there's some issue with whether the vehicle was operable at the time of the complaint. So we have agreed that he would be willing to plead to a reduction to physical control, and we would leave the fine at your discretion, Your Honor. There's also, I believe, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my voice here. There's also an M4 drug paraphernalia. We would plead to that.
Your Honor, just to add a little bit to that, I investigated spoke to the trooper, actually met with the trooper, and we come to the conclusion that that's probably the most accurate charge for the facts. Mr. Davis was in a car that had 4 flat tires.
Okay. And had the flat tires not as a result of his driving or something that happened before this incident?
There was an incident involving John Wright. John Wright assaulted Mr. Dickus, and I think in the course of that slashed the tires.
Okay.
He has a case pending here for that Mr. Dickus is the victim on as well. Mr. Wright is on felony probation, and it's meandering its way through that system as well.
All right, well, I think that's factored into, so he was a victim of a crime and then he winds up getting charged with a crime also as a result of the investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I'll allow the amendment on 23-104 to physical control. Was there any kind of recommended sentence on this then?
We were gonna, we hadn't really discussed it. It would leave we were discussed a fine, but we would leave it to your discretion.
You did discuss a fine? Go ahead.
It's up to you, Your Honor.
Just a fine at your discretion, Your Honor.
All right, I'll impose a $250 fine and court costs. Does he need time to pay that?
Do you need time to pay that?
Yes, I do.
He does, Your Honor.
Okay, level 5 probation for 2 years with a review hearing on December the 11th of 23. He's paid it before then, he doesn't have to appear for the review. He'll need to go register in probation with Mr. Major.
Your Honor, there was also, he pled to 23-105, which is an M4 drug paraphernalia.
Tool.
Well, that's part of the deal we made.
Okay.
Okay, before I sentence him on that, I wanted to do a urine screen. Let's see what, it wasn't just like a marijuana pipe. So I want to see what he tests for. So,
All right, thank you, Your
we'll
Honor.
do a urine screen. It's not
Just go with
necessary you
him.
stick around for the results on that, Mr. Ashworth. If you're welcome to, if you want to.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, go do the urine screen and come back.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Buckley, case number TRD 18892, CRA 08444A and B. And also 08445.
Okay, this, you're coming in on a failure to appear from a long time ago, pre-trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the attorney that was representing Mr. McWhorter is not available any longer to represent folks. He's now a referee. Are you asking for court-appointed counsel?
No, sir. The attorney that was with me that day was Randy Lambert.
Okay. Well, he and Mr. McWhorter practiced together back at that time. So is Mr. Lambert going to represent you?
No, sir.
How do you want to proceed on this?
If I'm not mistaken, the charges for the failure to appear for a traffic violation for no driver's license,
Well, there was a possession of drugs charge in here too.
those were dropped. As my understanding, when I left on that day,
Well, let's
it was
pull
all
that
dropped.
and see. 08444B.
It was, Your Honor.
Okay, so she just has the traffic matters. All right, the traffic matters still are pending. 08892 was a driving under suspension. How do you want to proceed on that?
When I left here that particular day, I was under the impression that everything was taken care of. I had no idea that I still owed for I guess the fine for that when Mr. Lambert and I left.
It was never resolved. There was no fine imposed. It was just left pending.
I mean, I'm assuming, I need to pay the fine because I don't want a warrant. The only reason I knew I even had a warrant was,
Well, I can withdraw the warrant since you've appeared. There hasn't been a plea on this case yet.
since 2000, it was 2008.
I mean, there hasn't been a change in plea. There was a not guilty plea. There was never a change in plea to something else on this. I don't know if that was a mistake, but that's what the record's showing is it was still entered as a not guilty plea. Do you want to change that plea? It is a jailable offense, so you can get court-appointed counsel if you're eligible. Are you working?
Yes, sir, I do work. I work with Lawrence County Health Department. I'm a pediatric dental assistant for Lawrence County School Districts.
Are you paid by the hour?
No, sir.
Salary?
No, sir. They consider me self-employed. So yeah, I get paid 17 an hour.
40 hours a week?
No, sir.
How many hours a week?
I work 2 days a week. I work 16 hours a week.
Okay. Well, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you? Probably a good idea.
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint Mr. Steyer. All right, could you hear that history, Mr. Steyer?
I heard the DL was on the case prior. And
2008, there was apparently some felonies that were dismissed. There was traffic matters that were never resolved. They're just been left pending, so there's been a warrant outstanding. So she came in. I'm withdrawing the warrant now. I'll appoint you to represent her on the traffic matters 08892, set for a pretrial May 22nd.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you have other, I think I just set some other cases. I'm not sure if you have cases in.
I probably do, but let me make certain. I'm available that day, Your Honor.
May 22nd for a pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You just wait for me in the lobby. I'll come talk to you in a couple seconds.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Stephanie Romans, case number TRD 173010, TRC 171080.
Stephanie Romans is here on a failure to appear from a week ago.
Yeah.
A week ago. You had a review hearing. You admit or deny you missed that hearing.
I admit to it.
You have an explanation?
I've just been working a lot and I didn't get off for
You
it.
did make a payment today. You still have community service to do.
Yes, sir.
You need to get out here and get that done. You've got 42 hours still left.
22,
42.
42.
That's what I'm showing. Can you be here Saturday?
I can try real hard to be here Saturday.
Okay, well, this has got to get done. Or you're going to wind up, if you keep missing these hearings, you're going to wind up getting snagged in the jail one of these times. You know how that works, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, June 5th is your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Joshua Hinchman, case number CRB 23107.
Okay, not good, Mr. Henchman. I thought you told me you were going to give me a clean screen.
Yes, Your Honor, it should have been clean. I went to the hospital day before yesterday and had to take a urine screen for them, and I passed the urine screen for them. I'd like to see if I could get the urine screen that I took today sent off. I should not have nothing in my system besides the weed.
Well, you were ordered to go to OVP and you didn't do it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Into custody.
State of Ohio recalls Veronica Wise, case number TRC 213539, A, B, and C.
Okay.
I've done really well. They're actually helping me get back in my son's life.
Wonderful.
So,
Okay, good screen. Did your community service, paid your fine, so you're done.
Really?
Congratulations, I'll consider you completed.
thank you.
Good luck.
Call some Warren County Jail.
Okay, we're going to go to the jail now and do some arraignments and other hearings that we've got there.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Adams at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 23260, CRB 23261, PRD 182412.
Going to the jail now for some teleconferences.
Recording,
All right, sir, are you Joseph Atkins? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to adjust the camera down a little bit, or you need to scoot back. There you go. Now I can see you. You're
Better?
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
about that.
Yes, you're fine. I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. And you've got some new charges and you got an old charge to deal with. So before I do that, I want to give you your rights. You have a right to remain silent. This is all on the record, so whatever you say is being recorded, plus your image is being recorded. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed, if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These charges were faxed down, well, just a few minutes ago, but they should be there in the jail. So if you don't have a copy of them, the jailer should have it to deliver to you shortly. I'm going to go ahead and read the charges to you so you'll understand them. 23-261 is a theft offense. It alleges that on April the 30th of this year in Fayette Township, you tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. That's a theft charge, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And then 23-260 is a possession of heroin charge. And it alleges that on April 30th in Fayette Township, you knowingly were in possession of heroin, which is a controlled substance, 1.64 grams of heroin. That's a felony of the 4th degree. Maximum penalty is 18 months in jail, $5,000 fine. Do you understand those two charges?
Yes, sir.
Then you've got an old charge from 2018, 18-24-12. It alleges on July 23rd, 2018, at 4:57 p.m. in Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle while you had a suspended license. That's an unclassified misdemeanor, maximum penalty 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine. And it's alleged that you were cited to come to court, here at this court, on July 27th at 9 a.m. and failed to appear and had a warrant issued because of that, actually probably a capias. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer to represent you?
No, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir. I just started a new job
Where's that?
and the Delta Hotel.
Oh, is that the one downtown?
Yes, sir. Right beside Walmart.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
$12 an hour.
How many hours a week?
40.
Do you have any money saved?
No, sir.
You just started this job?
Yeah, not even a month ago.
Okay, I'm going to appoint counsel for you. Roger Smith. Mr. Smith, this is Joseph Atkins.
Yes, sir.
He's got an old case from 2018 where he failed to appear, actually for a sentencing hearing. Apparently he did show up and entered a plea and then didn't come back for sentencing. And then he's got new charges of possession of heroin and a theft from Walmart charge. So based on his failure to appear back in 2018, I'm going to set bond at $1,500, cash or surety. Is that a bond you think you can post, Mr.?
How much does it have to be?
Well, if you can convince a bail bondsman, usually you can get out for $150.
Yeah, I can post it.
I could have Mr. Sowers called down to the jail.
Okay. You want to give, what's your sister's name? want to write this down?
Nicole Cox.
What is it?
Nicole Cox.
Nicole?
Nicole Cox. Do you know her phone number?
740-550-2796.
And do you have a cell number?
Yes, I'm very good. My girlfriend has it, and if you can't reach my sister, you can call her.
What's her name?
Jerry Beth Baker,
Phone number?
304-691-9842.
When do you want to come back for the next hearing, Mr.?
Anytime but the 8th or 12th, Judge, this month I'm available.
Okay.
Early as this Friday, as late as the last week of May.
Do you want to waive time, or
We'll waive,
are you
yes.
confident that you're going to be able to postpone, sir? I don't want you sitting in jail for a long time if you can't postpone.
I don't want to lose my job either. As long as it's $150,
Well, just say 200 just to be safe. I mean, normally it's 10%, but a couple $100 you think they'll come up with
yeah, I should go get a motion today.
today? Okay. Waive time, Judge.
Okay, May 15th?
I'm here.
Do you know where the court is? Well, yeah, you've been here before, it's been a while.
Yeah.
May 15th, you got to be at the court in Chesapeake.
Yes, sir.
And I'll leave my phone number with your sister, so when you get out, call my office, okay?
And we'll let the bail bondsman know that you want to postpone,
We'll get a hold of Gary.
or let him know to get a hold of the sister, actually, so he
Yes.
can contact her. Any questions, Mr. Atkins?
No, sir.
May the 15th, 10 o'clock, you got to be here at the court. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
you're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Allie K. Douglas, case number CRA 23-259, and John Larson Jr. is on deck.
I didn't know that she was on the docket today. She was referred to us for an assessment and never showed up.
Allie Douglas. Does she have a warrant for another charge too? Because in the affidavit says something about she having another. Okay. Maybe it's down comment, please. Someone getting Ms. Douglas out?
Is there a jailer that could hear us down at the jail?
Here she comes. Okay, we need to move the camera down, or she needs to be back. Okay, there we go. All right, that's good. All right, and you are Allie Douglas, and Ms. Douglas, you know I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, they can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove charges beyond the reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? You've got a new charge of possession of drugs. It's alleged April 30th, 2023, you knowingly were in possession of methamphetamine, a Schedule II substance. That's a felony of the 5th degree, maximum penalty a year in jail, $2,500 fine. Do you understand this charge? And does she have a charge in common pleas also? It seems like she had a case that went through here, 2 common pleas. I think she got referred to Bethesda for treatment, and I'm understanding from Taylor, she went to the assessment, or did
She never showed up.
She never showed up. So I think there may be a warrant out of common pleas too. Okay, do you remember who represented you in common pleas court?
I'm not really sure.
Can we look that up?
Oh, the clerk of court's website is not operating right this minute.
Oh, so no, we can't look it up.
Well, I could ask in here if
Yeah,
anybody's...
let's see if anybody remembers that, Allie Douglas.
Anybody represent Allie?
No, they're not.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Steyer. Did you ever represent Allie Douglas before?
I'm sorry?
Allie Douglas, did you represent her before?
When?
It's been a while ago. I think it was a burglary charge that went on to common pleas, and she was supposed to go to treatment, and that didn't happen. Now she's got a new charge.
If so, it's not within the time frame that my calendar will show, but that's a possibility.
Does it show who the attorney was on that?
Stratton.
Okay. Well, I'm going to appoint you.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to get her out to go to treatment, but that's probably not possible now. I'd say there's going to be a warrant out of common pleas.
Is there a jailer handy that we can ask that question?
Yeah. Can the jailer tell us if there's a holder from common pleas?
So yes, we have a warrant. They have a warrant.
Do you know which judge you had in common pleas court?
I'm not sure.
Male or female?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Your Honor, give me 1 second. I'll see if I can pull up her file on the computer, but, okay,
Saying the
the
clerk's
clerk's
website
turned
is
off,
not working.
so I can't check that. I don't know how long ago this was. Was it long enough
January.
ago of this year?
I think, is that right, January this year?
Stratton representative here, I don't think.
Well, he wouldn't have had her in common pleas.
Right.
Do you know,
Well, why don't we do this? And I'll put this on the record if anybody wants me to recuse myself. I know Allie, I represented her several years ago in a car wreck case. She needs treatment. She needs to go inpatient. I'll recuse myself if anybody wants to recuse me for my prior relationship with her and my prejudgment, but I pretty well know her. She needs to go with an ankle monitor, in my opinion, to inpatient treatment.
We wouldn't have an objection to you continuing.
I understand Judge Ballard's back here in the conference room, so if he was the judge on it, maybe you all could work out something, because you probably...
I didn't know he was here. I'd be happy to go speak to him.
Yeah.
What I would ask for the moment then would be an OR bond with a requirement for an ankle monitor and release only to treatment. Then if I'm able to find something out about common pleas court, and I or her attorney there can get the holder lifted, she can immediately be put off.
Can you take her? You got a bid?
I can take her.
And then, in the meantime, Your Honor, I'm available Monday if we want to set this back for court on Monday.
Okay. I'll make that order that she be released to inpatient treatment with an ankle monitor. Now, Allie, you got to listen to me. This is really, really important, because I just made this speech, what was it, in the last week or so, and this guy did it anyway. If you take an ankle monitor and go to treatment and then cut that ankle monitor off, you are going to go to prison for 3 years. Do you understand me? Prison. I don't want you to go to, you are not gonna do well in prison. Nobody does well in prison, especially you. And this is serious business. I mean, I'm not joking around about this. If you are gonna be tempted to cut the ankle monitor off, you bet, it's better for you just to stay where you are right now. Don't agree to go to treatment, don't agree to have the ankle monitor replaced. Because that's the,
I can do the ankle monitor.
and you won't, you're not, because you haven't done well so far, you haven't done it on your own. So this ankle monitor ups the ante. If you cut it off and leave, you are going to prison. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
And that's no joke.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that'll be my order. I'll place it for another hearing on, that would be...
The 8th, Your Honor.
The 8th. Yeah, May the 8th.
What's the amount of the OR bond?
$2,000 OR bond.
May I take the file to consult Judge Ballard?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you don't care if I can speak to Judge Ballard? On behalf of the prosecutor's office? You don't care?
I would like to deputize you to speak on behalf.
State of Ohio versus John Larson Jr., case number CRA 23258. Emory J. Markle is on deck.
John Larson Jr. is before me by teleconference. And Mr. Larson, you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do, it's all on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to bail, to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt, to have a lawyer, and have one appointed if you can't afford it. You understand all that?
Yes, sir.
You got a burglary charge. It's alleged that on April the 29th at Union Township, by force, stealth, or deception, you went into an occupied structure with a purpose to commit a criminal offense in that structure. So that's burglary. It's a felony, the second degree. The maximum penalty for that is 8 years in jail and a $15,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Have you been working?
Yes, sir, part-time.
Doing what? Odd jobs or what?
Construction, yes, sir. Modeling.
What are you making an average week?
Right there, like, about 250, 300. I want to do one more days.
I'll appoint Mr. Holt. So we'll get him in the courtroom, then we'll decide when our next hearing is going to be, what the bonds should be, this sort of issue. Mr. Holt, this is John Larson. He's got a burglary charge, F2, burglary. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Larson?
State will request a $15,000 cash assurance.
Can I speak to my client, Your Honor?
Yeah, you want to do that before I set it? Yes. Can you hold Mr. Larson out where he can take a telephone call, then we'll put him back on the teleconference after he's talked to Mr. Holt? So I won't finalize bond until after you talk to your lawyer.
And Ms. Bull says yes, you can do it.
Okay. All right, I'll see you back in a few minutes then. There'll be recalled later in the document.
State of Ohio versus Emory J. Markle, case number TRD 222694 A and B, and CRB 2938 A and B. Sarah Centers is on that.
All right, and you're Emory Markle. I'm Judge Capper at Lawrence County Municipal Court, and this is an arraignment hearing. This is a charge that's got a little age on it from December. Case number 222694, and then there's a criminal case 20938. It's an old case. So on the arraignment, it's alleged that December 1st of 2022, in Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle without a driver's license. That's an unclassified misdemeanor, maximum penalty 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine. And that you had a child in the vehicle that was of an age or size to need a booster seat and didn't have that. That's a mandatory $100 fine if you're found guilty of that charge. And it's alleged that you were cited into court for December the 13th at 4 p.m. for traffic court. You didn't show up, got a capias issued. Then the CRB case number 2938 was a theft offense. It's alleged you didn't come for a review hearing December the 9th of 22 and got a warrant because of it.
Yeah, I've been working now, Your Honor, so I think work right now.
Well, this traffic charge, the one from December, you never entered a plea to that. So that's the driving without a license and not having a booster seat. How do you plead to those charges?
Guilty, Your Honor. Guilty.
Okay. That means you're admitting it's true. Let me see what the officer said. Trooper Branham says, I observed defendant failed to yield at a red light on County Road 120 US 52, stopped the defendant, contacted them. He admitted to not having a valid license. His 6-year-old daughter was sitting in the front seat and was not in a booster seat. Okay, and then on the old case, it looks like you had a theft conviction. You paid $25, that was it. You had fines, court costs, 5 days community service.
I can start paying on that now. I got a job now.
Where are you working?
For Sean Herdoff building. I'm doing renovations for his properties.
Okay. How long you been in jail now?
I just got picked up last night.
You got any new charges, or is this it?
No, this is it.
Where are you living now?
Ashland.
What, you got an address there?
205 Carl Perkins Drive, Ashland, Kentucky, apartment 11D.
Got a phone?
740-550-2175.
Okay, you still got 5 days of community service to do from your last case. So you gotta get that done. All right, anything else you want to tell me before I sentence you on this case that you just pled guilty to, the no operator's license? Anything else you want to tell me?
No, sir.
Okay. On the no operator's license, I'm going to impose a $200 fine, and I increased that because you didn't come to court, so it would have been less if you would have come to court initially. You got to pay the court costs. It's not a jailable offense. I will order him to do 3 days community service, so that's 18 hours community service. So now you've got 48 hours community service. I'll set your review hearings for June the 5th. You can get double credit for community service by coming out this Saturday at 7:30 to the court.
We're at Saturday.
$100 fine on the no booster seat. That's a mandatory fine on that. So you'll get out of jail today.
Okay.
So here's your choices. You either got, if you want to keep coming to Ohio, you're going to have to do this stuff, or you're going to periodically wind up going to jail when you blow it off because you'll get a warrant. And one of these times, I'm just gonna say, lay it out in jail. Or you just stay in Kentucky and never come back here. Because we will not come to Kentucky on a misdemeanor warrant and get you and bring you back. So if you just stay over there.
Work here.
Okay, well, then you need to get over here and take care of stuff. Or get a job in Kentucky and stay out of Ohio. Those are your choices.
Thanks, sir.
I'll set your review hearing June 5th.
All right.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Centers, case number TRD 12991A and B. Andy Bates is on deck.
All right, ma'am, you're Sarah Centers. Ms. Centers, I'm Judge Capper at Lawrence County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing. It's all being recorded, so what you say can be used against you. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney. You're not charged with a jailable offense. You're only in jail because it's alleged you didn't come to court. So the charges against you are non-jailable. The maximum penalty, you've got a charge from 2012, April 10th, 2012, Perry Township, that you were driving under a suspended driver's license. You're charged under the section that's non-jailable. It's what's called an unclassified misdemeanor, maximum penalty 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine, and it's alleged you were not wearing a safety belt. That's a mandatory $30 fine. Those are the two charges. Do you understand the two charges? How do you wish to plead to these? That means you're admitting the charges are true. You understand that? Do you have an explanation for not coming to court back in 2012?
I don't even remember.
Okay. The officer says you were driving eastbound US 52, checked you on radar at 64 miles an hour, revealed you didn't have an operator's license through Kentucky, and that you were suspended from this court. I wonder, does she have anything else? Probably for not appearing. Well, no, that would have happened after. Does she have any other charges? There's a no-9 case.
It's a she, no.
Oh, different person.
Unless it could be this. I'm not sure if the,
Oh,
that wouldn't have been that. I don't know if that's her.
okay. All right, ma'am, anything you wish to tell me about this? How long you been in the jail now?
Since yesterday.
How is it?
Jail.
Well, I was hoping always you'd say it's terrible, so all the people sitting out here was like, well, I don't want to go there. It's not a good place to go, is it?
No.
You'd recommend staying out of it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, on the driving under suspension, I'll impose a $200 fine. I'll order you to pay the court cost and to do 3 days of community service, which is 18 hours. Level 5 probation for 2 years. I'll set a review hearing for December the 11th of 23. $30 fine on the safety belt, which is mandatory. So you got to either take care of this stuff or just stay out of Ohio because you'll have a warrant if you don't take care of it. You got fines, court costs, and community service to do. You know where the court is in Chesapeake? No? Well, Lawrence County Municipal Court, you have access to a computer, you can Google it, you can look up your case, you can put your name in and your case will pop up on our record search. And we actually have telephones here, so if you want to call, you can talk to a clerk if you don't say you don't understand when you're supposed to be here, or you can look it up on the computer, it'll tell you when you're supposed to be here. But you got to get this stuff done, or we'll go through this whole exercise again with getting another warrant for not taking care of stuff. All right, this December the 11th is your review hearing. Gives you lots of time to get stuff finished before you have to go back before the court. Any questions, ma'am? Okay, you'll get out of jail today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Andy A. Bays, case number CRA 23262. I believe the Mitchell is on deck.
All right, you're Andy Bays. All right, Mr. Bays, as you know, I'm Judge Capper at Orange County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, they can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those rights?
Yes.
You've got a possession of heroin charge. Case number 23262 alleges April 30th of this year, you knowingly obtained or used a controlled substance, that controlled substance being heroin, 1.72 grams of that substance. That's a felony of the 4th degree. Maximum penalty is 18 months in jail, $5,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer? Do you have a job?
No.
I'll appoint Todd. Smith, this is Andy Bays. He's got a felony for possession of heroin charge. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Bays?
We would like for Mr. Bays to say that he would like to go to treatment. And if he would agree to do that today, we would agree to an OR bond. And then we would also agree to try to keep the case here while he goes through treatment. If he doesn't want to do that, then we'd ask for a $10,000 cash or surety bond.
Only go to treatment today.
Okay. Do you have, Mr. Bays, how do you pay for medical services? Do you have a medical card?
Yes. I've got a.
He's got a holder
Yeah, I've got a holder.
from Common Pleas?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what that charge is?
I filled the report to probation when COVID hit. And everything quit checking in, and when there was time to check in, I couldn't test the claims, so I was here to check in.
Well, do you still want to make that order and then let negotiate with Common Pleas whether it happens or not? That puts them in charge of it.
I think that's appropriate, Your Honor. They may decide to do that too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to, and you've got an Ohio medical card.
Yes.
Have you been to any facility for treatment before?
I just tried to go through foundation detox.
Do you need detox now?
Bad.
Okay. Well, we can do foundations or OVP.
Foundation sounds great.
Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anybody here, can we have, Mr. Smith, can you get a hold of foundations? And Andy Davis can get a hold of foundations, I believe. Do you have his contact?
I don't.
The only thing is, Your Honor, we don't know what Common Pleas is going to want to do.
Yeah, is he still back there?
Well, he might be. That'd be good if we had the judges come every,
It would be nice.
certainly make things easier.
Okay, we're gonna see what, we have to get common pleas on board for you to go to foundations. Because I can order it, but until they release their holder, you're gonna sit in jail.
Do you know which is in front of Judge Ballard? or
Do
is
you
it-
know which judge had your case?
Ballard, okay, well, that works.
He's still here.
He's still, he was here when I walked out here, so.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't you go take the file, see what you can work out, we'll recall it, see if we can finalize bond. So we're gonna have you come back, and we're gonna let your attorney work on that and see what he can work out today. So we'll have you back after he's made some efforts to get it worked out.
State of Ohio versus Letha Mitchell, case number TRC 2156. John Larson Jr. is on deck.
Ma'am, are you Letha Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me okay, Miss Mitchell?
I'm sorry.
You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
I'm Judge Capper, and this is an arraignment hearing on a warrant for you at the Municipal Court in Chesapeake. It's alleged that you failed to appear for a review hearing back in September of 22, September 30th, 22. And it was on an OVI conviction. So, do you understand that allegation?
Yes, that's what they said.
Okay. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed, because you could receive jail on this, and you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. How do you want to proceed? Do you admit or deny that you failed to appear for your review hearing?
I mean, I did. I've been going to Ironton. I check in over there monthly. I don't know if I forgot or.
Okay, well, you had an OVI conviction here in this court. Are you reporting to a court in Ironton?
It's a program over there. It's a deferred program. I report over there monthly.
Is that through one of the courts?
Yeah.
Which court?
The one over here in Ironton.
Well, there's more than one court in Ironton. There's actually two. Do you know what your judge's name is?
I don't know.
Male, female?
It was male.
Ballard or Waldo?
It might have been Ballard.
Beard or no beard?
Do you have a beard or not?
I can't remember.
Judge Ballard picked a good day to come. She at Mended Reeds?
I believe, she might be, I know for sure that she is in diversion services through common pleas court.
Okay. Are you compliant with what common pleas wants you to do?
Yeah.
Where do you go for your monthly meetings? At the main courthouse?
Yes.
Okay. What happened to,
I was over there earlier, sorry.
is that where you got picked up for the warrant?
Yeah, and they told me that they were doing warrant out for my arrest, so they didn't know, and I didn't know.
Okay, well, you had, June 28th of 2021, you had an OVI conviction, and you had fines, court costs, community service. You were supposed to go to the driver intervention program. And the only thing I'm showing you did was you paid $85, you made $80 payment. You made four $20 payments, and that's it, and you failed to come to your review hearing.
I had just got my taxes back. I was holding them in there and they were on my Friday.
Okay, well, you have to go to the 3-day driver intervention program, and you gotta do 5 days of community service too.
I was calling the spectrum, I was trying to call them last week, and
Well, they're not doing the 3-day program anymore. They're going out of business. So you'll have to go, the nearest program now is in Portsmouth, 3-day program. When did you get picked up on this warrant? Today?
Yeah.
When you reported to common pleas?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you gotta pay attention. I mean, an OVI, that's a pretty serious charge you got convicted of, and you just feel like it went away because you got something more serious than common pleas? That's not how it works.
Yeah, I feel like on probation, but I didn't know how to feel on it. I thought it was from.
Well, I don't understand why you thought you were done, because you haven't done much of anything on this. Where are you living now? Where? Okay, so you're close to the court.
Okay, Your Honor. So I did find out she is currently a client with us. She receives mental health services only. The last notation I have from her therapist was that she was supposed to contact the diversion officer, which I believe is Miss April Arden over at Common Pleas, to identify a closer AOD service provider to her because she had no car to come and regularly do drug screening. So she does mental health through us, but not her AOD.
Okay.
We were talking about that earlier, remember, not doing myself.
Do you live in the village? You said Chesapeake is a wide, we have a Chesapeake mailing address, that could be a lot of places. Where are you living, actually?
I just moved over on
Big Branch, okay. Can you get into the village then? How far out Big Branch are you?
Where's the village at?
Chesapeake Village? The village of Chesapeake, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, downtown Chesapeake. Can you get there? Come straight in Big Branch Road till you hit the T. Then you're in downtown Chesapeake. How far are you from there?
I'm like not even 10 minutes from the courthouse.
You're not 10?
It's right by Dollar General.
Okay. Well, you've got to get this taken care of, and probably need to clear, does she need to clear it with common pleas too, that she changed providers on the?
I believe they are already aware. I had actually just spoke with Miss Arden earlier because she was looking for some information regarding this warrant. I'm assuming that was before she spoke with Miss Mitchell. But to my knowledge, she is already aware. Like, Common Pleas is already aware that she is not receiving AOD through us, just mental health.
Okay.
Her diversion officer knows at least.
Well, I think a good idea would be for you to go to Riverside, because they have an office right in Chesapeake, which is not far from you. What's the address of Riverside?
517 3rd Avenue.
517 3rd Avenue. So if you come in straight in Big Branch, till you hit the T intersection, make a right and go about a block on the left.
Okay, I know what it is. I think it's like
It used to be a Tradewell. I'm dating myself a bit. Years and years ago, it was a Tradewell grocery store. Okay, I'll let you out of jail. You got to take care of this stuff. You got a case here, and you got a case in Common Pleas. You got to take care of both of them. Okay, I'm going to set your next hearing for June the 5th. So the first Monday in June, you got to come back in front of me to court in Chesapeake and get in, get some of your treatment done. You got community service and fines and court costs to pay. And the 3-day school you got to do too.
Would I be at 9:30?
9 a.m. Okay, I'll order the warrant withdrawn. You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls John Larson Jr., case number CRA 23258.
Okay, we need Mr. Holt.
Your Honor, just recall this is a matter of bond.
Yes.
Mr. Larson will be willing to go to treatment. The state will be willing to release OR placement at the treatment facility.
The city said no.
That might be something that if further facts come out that expand on what we know from this report, we would never say never, but at this point, we would ask for a $15,000 cash surety bond. Oh, we'd also like to have a protection order too.
We just asked, we'd ask for an OR bond at the treatment facility, Your Honor. Ask to be scheduled for next Monday.
Okay, well, I'm going to set it as $15,000 cash or surety with a protection order. And who's the protection order for? The owner of the property?
Robert Joseph.
Robert Joseph will be the protected party. I'll set this for a hearing on May the 8th for a preliminary hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Andy Bays.
Andy Bays.
We're just about finished with their discussion.
Okay. I don't have that file. Oh, Mr. Smith has it. I have it.
We're trying to figure something out.
Andy Bays is case number 23262. He's back on teleconference. His attorney, Mr. Smith, is in the courtroom. Have we got anything worked out on his bond?
Well, it's an ILC violation, so it looks like some of the issues is that he hasn't reported in a long time. It's a 19 case. So, Mr. Bays, when did you get picked up?
Yesterday evening.
Okay. And I still don't even know when he's supposed to appear in common police court. Are you scheduled to appear in Judge Ballard's courtroom this week?
I'm not sure.
Okay. With the CAPES, I don't know how to get that lift, to get him in the foundations. They wouldn't pick him up unless there's the holder's lifted. So right now
We would suggest, Your Honor, that there be an order that he could go to treatment if it's ordered by common police court.
I mean, it's the only thing we can do right now. And if the holder gets lifted, then obviously whoever takes him will come get him.
Okay. With an ankle monitor or not?
I would
just
think-
let them decide if there's an ankle monitor.
I would think that would be the appropriate thing, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll set a $2,000 OR bond with order for treatment, inpatient. He has the holder from common police, so they'll be in charge of whether he gets an ankle monitor or not, or the other conditions of bond. And then come back on next Monday.
Actually, Your Honor, I'm in trial in Judge Ballard's courtroom, so.
You want to do it this Friday?
We can do it this Friday.
May 5th for a preliminary hearing. Hopefully you will have appeared in common police by then.
Hopefully.
But no guarantees, right?
That's correct.
All right, May 5th is the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, is that totally finished? All right, we'll finish at the jail. Let's see, what about Mr. Dickus? Do we have his no screen on him?
State of Ohio versus Mikhail Gardner, case number CRB 22611.
This is Mr. Thompson's case set for pretrial.
Mikhail Gardner.
Is it Pat?
Yes,
Mikhail's father or mother here?
they're both here.
Yeah.
Your Honor, do you have a report from Pat?
Look at it undated. But with this one is faxed in on March the 20th, so it's an old report. That's the last one we got.
So, Michael called and they're supposed to be faxing.
Can you check to see if
Yes, Your Honor.
He said, let me get home. I went to faxing and that was like almost an hour before we even came home.
We didn't have a report down.
Well, he talked to them an hour ago and they were supposed to fax it, so.
Your Honor, I'm speaking with Ms. Burris, and she's Mikhail's mother, and she says things are going much better, so we're real happy for Mikhail and the family on that. At this time, we would be willing to discuss a dismissal of the charges based on the progress that he's made. But when I ask her about court costs, you know, she says, well, me or my husband are going to pay it. I don't want them to have to pay his court costs. My suggestion was that if Mikhail did a day of community service, that we would then have that, ask for that to stand in lieu of court costs, if he's willing to do that.
We're good with that.
Okay, this Saturday?
Do this Saturday.
Come here at 7:30. It'll be an easy day of community service. And once that's completed, the case will be dismissed. So I'll set it for a hearing just to make sure that happened, June the 5th.
Put that down, but you're gonna make sure you're there, right?
If you have any problems, you can see them, okay?
Be dismissed if he does the 1 day of community service.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Sierra Evans, case number CRB 22534.
And you're Sierra Evans?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Evans, you missed a review hearing on April the 14th of this year on a theft offense, is that right?
Yes.
Do you admit that then?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an explanation? No? Okay. Well, you still have community service to do, and you did pay some on your fine, but you still have a balance.
Huh.
Do you have a payment today?
Not today, but I am going to still pay, yes.
Somebody behind you says you do have a payment.
That's my mom, yes.
How much? 50? All right. See the clerk make your payment. And I'll set your next hearing. I'll withdraw the warrant. June the 5th will be your next hearing. Get out here and do community service. You can get double credit this Saturday if you come at 7:30. You get 2 days credit for 1 day of community service. 7:30 a.m. Saturday, or any other day other than Sunday or a holiday. Okay, that's all. Withdraw the warrant.
State of Ohio versus Brian Fuller, case number CRB 22666.
This is Mr. DeWater's case.
Yes, Judge, this is the case we were here on, I think, back on April 3rd. Mr. McCown's office represented the complaining party in the case. We advised the court at that time that we expected the case to be dismissed today if there are no further problems. Mr. Fuller did comply with all of his obligations down in common pleas court. I talked to Mr. McCown last week. They don't intend to object to dismissal.
My note was this would be dismissed today without appearance of the defendant if the common pleas case got resolved.
And it has been, Your Honor. We've spoken with the alleged victim, and she says everything got worked out. He agreed, Mr. Fuller agreed for a protection order in the common pleas court, which has been done, and we are okay with a dismissal upon the payment of court costs. It's my understanding maybe even Mr. DeWater brought Mr. Fuller's court costs with him.
I did.
Okay. Court costs be paid or be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See you, clerk.
State of Ohio versus Travis Jeffers, case number TRC 23239A and B.
Mr. DeWater's case set for pretrial.
This one, Judge, we do not have resolved. This is a relatively new stop. I talked to Mr. Hill this morning. We're going to have to go ahead and get discovery. I did bring a discovery demand with me today and then have a pretrial after I've had a chance to look at that. Good.
Okay, my dates for pretrials would be May 22nd or after.
The 22nd is fine with me, or June 1st or June 12th. I'm here on all three of those days.
Let's do May 22nd.
Okay.
May 22nd will be the next hearing, pretrial at 10 o'clock.
So we're going to ask for a time waiver for it to go out that far.
State of Ohio versus Justin Taylor, case number TRC 23385, A, B, C, and D.
This is Mr. DeWater's case is set for pretrial.
Judge, I talked to Mr. Hill about this case. It's my understanding Justin intends to change his plea today. Even though this was marked as a refusal, it's my understanding that the state's willing to recommend minimum sentences in this case.
Mr. Hill?
That is correct, Your Honor.
It's also my understanding that the state, in return for a plea on the OVI, was going to dismiss the distracted driving charge.
And we would do that too, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say, Mr. Taylor?
No, sir.
Okay, on the OVI, I'll impose a $400 fine. Order the cost be paid. 6-month license suspension, and that started the day of the incident, April 9th. 20-day jail sentence suspended on the condition that Mr. Taylor do 5 days community service. Go to the driver intervention program, which is a 3-day program. 2 years of love before probation. Review hearing on December the 11th of this year. If you finish everything before then, you don't have to come back to that hearing. The only 3-day program now is in Scioto County, so Mr. Major has information how to get a hold of them. You can go to any approved program in the state, but that's the closest one. Okay, December the 11th, 9 a.m. is your next hearing.
Don't leave.
Return signal, $10 fine. The distracted driving is dismissed.
Thank you, Judge. You can talk to the probation department before you leave.
Seatbelt 30.
Yes, seatbelt 30.
State of Ohio versus Amber Ward, case number TRC 2316 A and B.
Judge, I talked to Ms. Ward about her options. I talked to Mr. Hill about trying to resolve the case. She's indicated to me that she would prefer that this matter be set for a bench trial, which is fine with me. I don't know when you want to schedule that. It's I don't think there's anything too complicated about it. It's just it'll be eye charge.
Okay. Well, we could probably do the 19th, 22nd, anytime after the 22nd.
How's your schedule look on June 1st? I'm sorry. June 1st, not June 1st. Let me look. June
Second.
12th.
I probably won't be here that day.
How about June 12th?
June 12th would be fine.
Okay. Can we do it on that day?
At noon?
Yeah, that's all right.
Put it on the docket for noon, June 12th, for a trial.
State of Ohio versus Jacqueline Dillon, case numbers TRD 192682, TRC 172192, A, B, and C.
I have, this is Mr. Smith's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it's a good report. So are you continuing with outpatient? Okay. Even though she's living in Huntington, she's still continuing outpatient with you?
Yes, she still comes in for drug screens, groups, and individual counseling stuff.
And she's currently in an ILC with the Compton Police Court. So she has monthly reviews, so I think her next hearing will be Wednesday, May 24th in front of Judge Finley. So
okay.
She's keeping up with that as well. And she's required to do, how many, 1 day a week of community service?
Well, because of that, why don't we go a couple months out then?
That's fine, Ron.
July 7th?
That's fine.
Next hearing here will be pretrial on review, July 7th. Okay.
All right, thank
Good
you.
work. Keep it up.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Donald Dickus, case number CRA 23104, CRB 23105. Donald Dickus.
All right, Mr. Ashworth, you've been made aware of the results?
I haven't been made aware of the results.
Mr. Ashworth? Positive for buprenorphine, THC, and alcohol.
Are you on Suboxone? Do you have a prescription?
Does he have a prescription for buprenorphine?
He does not, Your Honor.
Well, I think we need to address that then. I'd like to hear from the prosecutor and defense what your ideas are on how best to handle this.
Well, Your Honor, you placed him on probation. You could make a term for probation to be and substance abuse assessment and follow-up care as required.
Mr. Ashworth? On?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and we can put it on the drug paraphernalia, that's fine. Anything you want to say, Mr. Dickus?
Just I don't do Suboxone every day.
Well, if you're gonna do it, it needs to be in a controlled environment, it needs to be prescribed for you, so.
I understand
How do
this.
you pay for medical services now, sir?
I'm on Social Security.
Do you have medical,
Just-
Medicaid?
Yeah,
or
Medicare.
Both. They're both.
He indicates he has both.
Medicaid and Medicare?
Yes, sir.
And you live where?
South Point. 151 Private Drive.
Okay, I'll refer you to Bethesda. The circumstances are he had a drug paraphernalia with pipe, a glass pipe, I think it was.
No.
It was a metal pipe, Your Honor.
Metal pipe, okay.
And it was a
White
tool.
substance, so I had him screened, he's tested positive for alcohol, buprenorphine, and THC. He has no prescription for buprenorphine. And he had an OBI that was reduced to physical control. So I want you to speak with Taylor about getting assessed and some treatment. And on the drug paraphernalia, I'll impose a $100 fine, court costs.
We're going to have court costs on the other case.
Okay.
It arose out of the same incident, Your Honor.
Yeah, one court cost. 30 days in jail suspended on condition he goes for assessment and treatment with Bethesda. And let's set his review. I'm going to change his review. I had set December the 11th. We need to have it sooner now. Let's make it June the 19th.
Your Honor, that's Juneteenth.
Okay. Bad date. June 26th.
There you go. No, I won't be here for this. That's meeting with you.
You'll need to go check in with Mr. Major and talk to Taylor too. You got two people to talk to before you leave. She's out, she went out and belongs.
Your Honor, the vehicle was seized in connection to this case due to it being charged with felony OVI. I would assume that the dismissal order would be enough to get that released.
You want to do a separate entry, I'll do it, fine.
But I can do a separate entry, and I will,
Your Honor, if I may, we have issues when we have a felony case under a CRA number that's amended down because our B&B reporting it's done via the computer and it will reject this when it's a CRA or a CRB number. So I don't know how best to deal with it, but.
Separate entry and maybe make an order to the B&B too.
and then we'll need to do an ALS on this. I don't think there was a test, I'm not certain, because I wasn't able to do discovery because it was charged as a felony. But obviously the ALS will need to be lifted. May I have Mr. Ashworth's permission to sign that form on his behalf?
That's fine.
Thank you.
You'll prepare the entry.
I'll do that, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashford.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Lonnie McDonald Jr., case number CRB 23-5, A and B. Mr. Holt's case.
Your Honor, Mr. McDonald was to complete one more counseling appointment. I believe he has. There's someone here from the agency that he was not to appear to. Everything else has been satisfied.
Was that Bethesda, I think? Is what the order was.
It was scheduled.
Lonnie McDonald, you have anything? Okay.
Kind of just a minute, no.
Yeah, let's recall this. The notes were, and it's not my note, defendant does not have to appear, will be dismissed if completes anger management. That's what the note says. Yeah.
I do know about him, never mind. He only has one session left.
And he was going to complete it last week.
Yeah, okay, so he's done.
All right, case will be dismissed.
State of Ohio versus James A. Music, case number TRC 23412, A, B, and C.
It's Mr. Holt's case set for pre-trial.
Okay.
Your Honor, I filed an ALS appeal in this. Both Mr. prepared an entry for it.
I don't know the basis of the, you tried to explain it to me. 5 days after he comes to the court, 48 hours, then you can see. File what, the case?
Yeah.
So I didn't file until the 20th? And what does the ALS have to do with it? I mean, what is the rule on that? Yeah, but can it be, it can't be immobilized.
May we approach, Your Honor?
Yes. says a conviction of 15 and 18. There was one in 2018 that was, what the record was now added on to 2022. And state was May 11th, 2018. I'm not aware of that. What's next? When do you want to come back? 22nd. You're here then? All right, the next hearing in this case will be a pretrial on May 22nd. 10 o'clock.
May 22nd. Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Willie Linville, case number CRA 23157.
May 22nd.
CRB 16350, CRB 14674.
Your Honor, I've got a couple of certificates here too.
For these to be filed with the court.
I know Your Honor, just to show them to you, that's always only copies.
How do you wish to proceed, Mr. Hill?
Well, it sounds like a good report. It looks like he's making some progress, and hopefully he's getting a lot out of this. Positive change. So we are in agreement with allowing this to continue on as it is. It's charged as an F3, so we've been, we said earlier that if he needed to be in very good stead with the counselors in order for us to keep the case here. So far he's doing fine.
Okay. come back for another evaluation in about a month, about June 5th.
It's fine, day after my birthday.
That fine works, Your Honor.
June 5th will be the next hearing. Good job, Mr. Linville, keep it up.
And Your Honor, he had two prior, the 16 and a 14. The 14 was dismissed, but I think it's just for a warrant fee, is that correct?
Did you say the 14?
Service to get that. It was, I've got the case numbers here.
Yeah, I think there was just a cost on that.
Yeah, CRB 16350 and CRB 14674. I was wondering if Mr. Linville could be in working community service to work that off?
Yes. June 5th will be his next hearing.
And Your Honor, Bethesda has said that they need court approval since it's pre-trial for him to be going passes. To be able to, he wouldn't normally have the passes in the program, but where he's pre-trial on the ankle monitor, he needs court approval.
To
go on passes.
Go on passes, common pleas won't, if they're monitored,
Okay,
they won't.
so he's on monitor from,
Yes, sir.
From this, Your Honor.
and what do you need from him?
Permission to be able for him to go on the passes that he normally would get through Bethesda in the program, but since he's on the monitor, he's not, and it's pre-trial, he's not allowed to go on passes without court approval.
Okay, I'll permit it. Do you need an entry to that effect? or-
Please.
I'll draft it.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
You gotta wait around for me, okay?
State of Ohio versus Philip Bailey, case number TRC 23206 A and B. Mr. Morgan's case. Did not check in, Your Honor.
Philip Bailey. Is that a pre-trial today? Any idea of the location of Mr. Bailey?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, it's got a week until the warrant will issue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Cameron Harless, case number TRC 2348 A, B, and C.
Judge, on this one, I'm going to have to ask you for a short continuance. We did get the video downloaded. It happened after Mr. Harless left our appointment. He needs to come back in the office so he can watch the video. So whatever's convenient with you, Judge.
May 22nd. May 22nd, 10 o'clock, next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too, dear.
State of Ohio versus James Helton, case number CRB 23111. James Helton. Did not check in, Your Honor.
Is that for pre-trial today?
Not heard from him, Your Honor.
The bench warrant issued in 7 days if he hasn't appeared.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Marion Holland, case number CRB 23171.
Judge, with your approval, we're going to put this case on the 90-day list and dismiss it with costs if no further incidents.
Mr. Hill, do you agree with that?
Well, Your Honor, we've been in extensive contact with the family regarding this situation, in particular, Marion's older brother, Roland, who, oh, that's been a while ago. Oh, okay. Okay, I was reading old notes. His sister, and she believes that it's okay for us to do this at this time. Put it on a 90-day continuance, and the family's looking after things. So we are happy to do that with a time limit.
Is that waste time?
Waste time. Yes, Your Honor.
August 4th?
That's okay.
That's good to hear, Judge.
Do you dismiss then, is there cost to be paid, or?
Cost, we would ask for cost at that time. There's got to be no further problems.
Costs and no further problems will be dismissed on August 4th. Defendant doesn't have to appear if all those things happen.
It'd be paid off before they don't have to appear. Thank you, Judge.
Well,
State of Ohio versus Edward McCoy, case number CRB 2328, A, B, and C.
all right, Mr. McCoy is represented by Mr. Morford, set for pretrial, was it RRG?
Good screens. I'll be happy to see that.
Two of them, I got two of them that come in there.
He's got a good report today.
He's doing well. He's even he's been attending church every Sunday also.
Great.
He's been there, so he's doing really well with us.
How you feeling, Mr. McCoy?
Good.
You look a lot better. I can tell just by your countenance.
Yeah, everybody's
Is improved. So we'll keep monitoring this situation and get you where you need to be. It sounds like you're doing a good job so far.
Yeah.
June 5th?
It's good to hear, Your Honor.
June 5th will be the next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Dandy Metzler, case number TRC 222743, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case.
Judge, I had to ask you for a short continuance. We had some trouble getting the video, but we've got that problem fixed now. We're going to start downloading all these things to a zip drive. And I think I'm going to do it at my house because my internet speed is much quicker there than at the office. And these files are huge.
All right, May 22nd. Finished request, case to continue to May 22nd for pretrial.
State of Ohio versus Joseph R. Sherman, case number CRB 23248.
Joseph Sherman is Mr. Morford's case, set for pretrial.
Just in case you.
I go back there to the third.
Judge, would you happen to have a report from PATH from him?
I do not.
Is it path or pathways?
Pathways.
Pathways, excuse me.
So that's in Kentucky? You've been going in Kentucky?
No, sir, over here in Chesapeake,
Oh,
yes.
the Plaza, Chesapeake?
Yes, sir.
I do have a contact there I can contact.
Pathways have a location here in Lawrence County?
No, that's just.
Path.
Okay, that's what I thought. So it's PATH. then.
Okay.
I had it right to begin.
Okay, just have a seat and I'll contact them and see if we can get a report.
Sherry Bentley.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Osborne, case number CRP 23164 A and B.
Mr. Morford's case, pre-trial.
Judge, I think that Mr. Hill and I both would like to ask you to let this case pen until it's resolved in juvenile court. There's also a concurrent Children's Services Division case pending, and I think Mr. Hill wants to see what kind of progress she makes there before we start talking about how to resolve this here.
When's the next hearing, Tom, please?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so we can come back anytime, then I take it.
Yes, Your Honor.
One of the things that I want to make clear is that, in our minds anyway, the difference between what we're going to recommend is going to be jail or no jail and not dismissal or no dismissal. It's serious enough that we feel that it deserves that kind of response. We will allow her to go through a case plan in juvenile court, and if she can prove herself that to be able to improve the circumstances of her children, then we would be willing to give her a more favorable recommendation. But we would expect either a plea of guilty at some point or a trial.
That's our understanding, Judge.
Okay, she has a hearing tomorrow. When was she likely, is she already started on the case plan, or is that going to be set up tomorrow?
I think that's probably what will be presented to her tomorrow morning, Judge.
So really, it would be beneficial to come back after her next appearance in the Ohio Police. How long does that usually take?
Probably 30 days.
So maybe sometime in June?
Sometime in June would be good to come back here and review. Yes,
June
Your Honor.
9th? Next hearing in this case is June 9th, Lieutenant Wright's time.
Yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Zachary Truitt, case number PRC 23279 A and B.
You're in your spot.
Attorney Rodney, in this case, for trial.
It is, Judge. I have received discovery. I've spoken with my client, Mr. Hill. He's going to change his plea to guilty at this time in return for the recommendation of the minimum sentence by the state and his 180 days license suspension retroactive to March 18th, which is the date he was arrested and took the test.
Mr. Hill.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a first offense. This test score is .137, and so the fact that there's no other aggravating circumstances, we would recommend a suspended jail sentence and a 3-day driving school and 6-month driver's license suspension, a fine, and whatever other sanctions that the court wanted to impose.
All right, Mr. Truitt, do you have any statement or explanation you want to make to the court?
Well, I was just wondering, I have primary custody of my kids, and I have to drive them to school because I'm just outside of the district for the school they're in. So could I get some kind of privilege for that, or I don't know. But I have my kids 4 days a week, so I don't really know what to do about that. I can't put them on the bus because it doesn't run by my house. I have to apply to be in the district that they're in.
They did have proof of insurance. Yeah, I can give you driving privileges. Now, you live in Kentucky, so you're gonna have a piece of paper from me that says you're allowed to drive. So you really, usually don't have any problems, but I think a couple times we've had problems in Kentucky with getting pulled over and they're saying, we don't care what this judge in Ohio says, you're suspended. So you're gonna use that. Best thing is don't get pulled over. How do you avoid being pulled over? Because I see people do this all the time. Don't have a license. They're drunk, whatever. They're going down 52 at 75 miles an hour. You gotta use your head. Obey all the traffic laws, use your turn signal, don't speed. Avoid having to make an explanation of why your license is suspended. You understand me?
No.
Use your brain.
Yeah, I don't have a history of.
I'm not picking on you, but I see it happen all the time. People put themselves in a position where they got to do a lot of explaining. Just avoid that situation by driving very carefully so you don't get pulled over. Okay, anything else you want to ask or tell me?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm going to impose a $600 fine based on your score, order you to pay the court costs, 6-month license suspension, it'll start the day of the incident, March 18th, 20 days in jail, all suspended on the condition that you do 5 days of community service. You get 2 of those days knocked out by coming and working this Saturday, but you gotta get 5 days done. You gotta go to a 3-day program. The closest one now is in Scioto County. Hopefully there'll be another one starting up here soon, but I can't tell you when that's going to be in this county. You can go to any one that's approved by the state of Ohio.
Okay.
Give you information, you go to the window there.
Okay.
Probation.
Okay.
I'll give you a permit to drive for child care, to come to court, to go to the driving school, and for work purposes.
Okay.
I think that's everything on the OVI. On the lane violation, a $10 fine.
Okay. What is that?
Yeah, driving out of your lane.
Oh, okay.
$10 fine.
How long do I have to pay everything? How does that work?
As long as it takes.
Okay.
As long as you're making an effort, now you're going to have a review on December the 11th, so you get everything paid off and done before then, you don't even have to come back and explain to me, but if it's not done by then you got to start coming to hearings, and then I'll make them. The longer it goes, the closer I'm going to make the hearings. You know, as long as somebody's making an effort, sir, I'm talking to you. As long as you're making an effort, I'll keep working with you, but if you blow off a hearing or don't make an effort, then, I mean, you've got 20 days in jail over your head, I can give you. I don't want to give you the jail time, but that's the only option I've got if you don't make an effort to get it done.
I'll get it all done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go talk to Mr. Major about your probation. You're free to go after that.
This way. Yeah, take care.
State of Ohio versus Brandon Miller, case number TRC 23184, CRB 23110.
Myers case.
You want to have to on OVI, you want to wait on the other matter? Yes. Okay. Your Honor, there are 2 matters pending. There's an OVI and there's an assault. I guess the OVI may have some live traffic charges as well on the same ticket. Mr. Miller is willing to enter a guilty plea today to the OVI. The state has agreed to recommend, it's a first offense with a high test. State is agreed to recommend that he serve the 3 days in jail that are required and the 3-day school, that all other time be suspended. A fine based on your formula And he lives in Columbus area, so in terms of community service, leave that to your discretion, but it would have to be done up there probably.
That's fine.
And then he's not interested in entering a plea today on the assault charge. We would ask to have that set for a trial date.
Okay.
And he's not wishing to report to jail today, he wishes to report at a later date.
Do you agree with your attorney, Mr. Miller?
I do, yes.
Do you have any statement you want to make about the OVI and other traffic charges before I sentence you? I think there's only one charge. That's the only charge you have, the traffic charge he has is the OVI.
No, I do not.
Okay, on the OVI then, it's a pretty high test score, so I'll make a $900 fine. Court costs, 6-month license suspension, it'll start February 19th. 20 days in jail, 17 suspended. You got 5 days community service to do, 2 years of probation. You have to go to the driver intervention program, and you can do one in Franklin County.
I think that's actually cheaper than the one in Portsmouth, Your Honor.
Probably several in Franklin County, I would think.
And we would like to seek driving privileges. We haven't sought those prior to this, but the 15-day waiting period is long over.
You can have privileges for work, community service, to go to the 3-day program. Is there anything else that needs driving for?
To report back here to court, we're going to have a trial date. I don't know if that's going to be within the suspension would date back to the date of the incident due to the breath test, but I don't know I'm not certain how long the 6 months would last, so.
August, it'll be up August the 18th.
So we should probably ask for court appearances as well, Your Honor.
He can have privileges to drive to and from court.
When is he doing the 3-day jail?
I thought maybe do we want to set that at the same time he comes back, or?
You want to do that, set for the same day? Or pick a date?
Like the same day.
We're going to come back for the trial on the other matter. Do you want to set it for that day, or do you want to set a different date to come down here?
A different date.
Okay, when do you want to do that? If you come in on a Monday, you'll be here during the week. If you come in on a Friday, you'll be here over the weekend.
On a Friday.
Okay. He'd like to report on a Friday.
How about the 19th?
19th work for you? That's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, Friday the 19th, Your Honor. And he'll report here to the court?
Yes. Report here to the court by 11 a.m. Reporting from jail. And then when do you want to do the trial on the assault charge?
Could we do a pre-trial on that?
We could. We could.
Do you want to make that the 19th?
If we're going to do a pretrial, let's do that on the 19th. That'll save him a trip
You'll
down.
have the complaining party subpoenaed to be here? Or at least talk with them?
We will talk with them, and also I'm going to review maybe the affidavit to make sure that it is worded in such a way that it clearly states the offense that's charged. It might need an amendment.
Okay. So on 23-110, that'll be set for a pretrial that May 19th date, and it's not resolved that day, then I'll set a trial date that day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
10 o'clock. So it'll be here at 10, not 11.
Okay.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Storm S. Pitts, case number TRC 22-2343, A, B, and C. Storm Pitts, did not check in, Your Honor.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
I've not heard from Mr. Pitt since the last time we were here in court. I have no information as to his whereabouts.
And it's a signature bond, so it'll be a bench warrant carried with here.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly Thompson, case case number CRB 23177.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, I've discussed with Mr. Hill, we believe we have some witnesses that are going to contradict the statement of the complaining party. I'm working with Ms. Thompson to secure statements from those individuals, and Mr. Hill did indicate he wanted to do some further investigation as well. So I think at this time, we're going to ask for another pretrial. And we will waive time constraints to accomplish that. And here the 22nd, if that's a decent day. We said something there earlier today.
May 22nd will be the next pretrial defendant's request.
What time?
10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Lindsay Wiley.
Thank you.
Case number CRB 23223.
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this is, hang on just a second, need to catch up?
I'm good.
Okay. Your Honor, this is a alleged Walmart shoplifting case involving the self-checkout lanes. We have requested discovery, including video. Apparently Walmart has not provided video to the state at this time.
Well, the subpoena was for today. I don't know whether they've shown up with it or not, honestly.
Well, when I spoke to Sarah earlier, she said they had not. But I haven't updated that in about half an hour probably. So I don't know what the state's position is at this time.
Do you want to check? Can we have somebody from the prosecutor's office come in, Sarah, or?
They're around here somewhere, so yeah, we could at least make sure whether they've been.
Let's recall them.
Thank you. Just have a seat for right now.
State of Ohio versus Bobby Johnson. Case number CRA 23235.
Mr. Steyer's case, preliminary hearing.
Your Honor, this matter is an open dumping. I've spoken to Mr. Hill, and he says the state is agreeable to allowing him some time to clean up the alleged dump site. And he has indicated he thinks he could get that done in about a month's time. I have it looks like, are we having court on the 2nd? That's the day of the reception.
Yeah, but we'll try to keep it light.
Okay, well, in that case, if that's not going to make it too heavy, I'd ask for the 2nd.
We do it to the 5th, or so I get paid on the 3rd.
I can't be here on the 5th, but I can be here on the 9th. Would the 9th be okay, Your Honor?
Yes.
May 9th. I'm going to write that on the sheet.
June 9th.
June 9th, I'm sorry.
June 9th.
I just misspoke.
June 9th will be the next hearing at 10 o'clock with a time waiver.
And we will waive time to accomplish that, Your Honor.
10 o'clock, right.
10 o'clock. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Gerald C. Hyde. Case number TRC 23425 A and B.
Daryl Hyde, I have, will hire counsel. Have you hired a lawyer, Mr. Hyde?
No, Your Honor. I like to enter no contest.
Okay. You're wanting to change your plea then at this point?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't even have the money to fight it or the time.
All right, so the charge against you is operating a vehicle intoxicated and a headlight out. Is the two charges.
Headlights went out. They charged me because they were blue. That was the reason for them stopping me.
Is it a first offense, Your Honor?
It's a first offense.
I was
All
not
right, if you enter a
intoxicated.
no contest plea, you're telling the court you don't want to fight the charge and you agree that you can be found guilty if after I consider the evidence the state says it has, if I think that's enough to convict you, I can find you guilty without a trial and a lawyer. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Yes.
may I have a moment to read through
Sure.
this?
Sure, go ahead. I was going to read it into the record anyway.
So a couple of things I observed, Your Honor, on reading this. One of them was, I don't know what, I've never seen, I don't guess, blue headlights unless those are the ones that are, you see occasionally that are something other than incandescent bulbs. I don't know what that means or whether that's illegal. So that would be something that I would look at if I were representing him. The other thing was I wanted to make sure that there was additional suspicion of impairment beyond the .05 breathalyzer test, and they offered him a urine screen, and it was refused, so I'm assuming that they had other reasonable suspicion of impairment. So I just wanted to make sure that I understood these things.
May I?
Well,
I actually took
let me just stop you there because while we were here, I read the report.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to accept a no contest plea, and I think you need to have counsel because you only tested 0.5 on a breath test, and there's some other possible legal issues here. So I think you should investigate. So it would be worth your time to hire counsel. Are you able to hire counsel to represent you?
No, Your Honor. I actually took a drug screen.
Well, hold on. I don't want to get into that. Now we're just talking about counsel. Do you have a job?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I am a forklift operator.
For who?
Vertiv, Ironton, Ohio.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much per hour?
15 an hour.
How many hours a week?
40, Your Honor.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have 2 kids.
Okay. Well, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. So you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. And let's set a pretrial for May 22nd. I think you're already here that day.
Yeah.
May 22nd is going to be your next hearing. It was only a .05 BAC, and one trooper said he had 0 score on HGN, and the other said there was some, so I think there's stuff here that needs to be explored.
I'll look at it very carefully, Judge.
Thank you. Next hearing will be May 22nd, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we're starting preliminary hearings.
State of Ohio versus Tyler K. Todd, case number CRA 2359, TRC 2382B.
It's Mr. Kermeen's case. I will call it.
Your Honor, Mr. Todd is not here this morning. The last time when we set this matter, I didn't realize we set it at the same time that another hearing. Before we left the building, I told Mr. Todd that I was going to move it by entry. He had messaged me this morning to find out the new date. I didn't realize that it hadn't been moved yet. So I'm going to move for a continuance of the matter. I don't believe the state has any objection to it.
Okay, what is the felony in this?
It's still, I listed as a felony OVI, Your Honor. Mr. Heald and I have discussed, and it's not, he's indicated that there may be a willingness to keep it here, but he's not saying that he's going to, you know.
The circumstances of the it's a prior felony OVI that occurred in Texas, and it requires a third offense in order to be a felony in Texas, and also one of his priors was in juvenile court. So those things would allow us to at least consider leaving the case here. However, it's still a third offense, and it's still serious, and I think Mr. Kermeen's understands that part of it, that we're willing to leave it here if there's a plea here. We're not willing to contest it here. We just as soon contest it in common pleas court.
Next hearing date?
June 5th, Your Honor, if the court's got it available.
Okay, that would be agreeable. June 5th, you've got him. Entry to that fact? Yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
Case is continued June 5th at the defendant's request. You're up.
State of Ohio versus Taylor Parmenter, case number CRA 23-189 A and B, and CRB 23-191.
This is Mr. DeWaters' case. Mr. Parmenter is at Bethesda.
Your Honor, I think we've had a discussion about other placement for her that is a better fit, and I believe Regal Recovery, is it Regal? Yes. Regal Recovery has accepted her into their program.
All right, that's going to be inpatient.
Yes, sir.
Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'll allow the change from Bethesda to Regal, and that's going to happen immediately?
It's going to happen today, yes.
Okay.
They're here, Your Honor.
Regal, R-E-G-A-L?
May I approach?
Yes. This is the same initials that the one Mr. Webb has and works for in Huntington, isn't it? RRG?
I think he's our RG.
Yeah, what is yours? C, okay. Next hearing date?
Judge, that's up to you. We do need to come back and see how Taylor's doing. Is June 12th too far out, or May 15th or May 22nd?
Is there still an ankle monitor on?
You still have an ankle monitor?
Yes, sir.
She does.
Is there any recommendations with regard to that?
Well, I guess we'd like to know how she's, I mean, she wants to change providers. I guess that's recommended even, maybe. So I don't know whether her,
It's just a better fit, I believe.
I don't know. I mean, we're not opposed to it coming off if it's time, but I guess we'd want to have some insight as to whether it should be removed or not.
She's going,
We're not, well,
she's going to a new facility, I mean,
Judge, we're not asking for her ankle monitor to be removed at this
All right,
time.
let's leave it
I mean,
on.
unless you think it's appropriate, but I'm not making that request.
Okay, well, I'm not giving an overwhelming response that it needs to come off at this point. I mean, usually the taxpayers are paying for it, so that's a cost that we can avoid if it does come off, but, so, we'll leave it on for now. I'll consider that down the road. So June 12th will be the next hearing.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Travis Salyers, case number CRA 22791, CRA 22418, and CRB 22420.
This is Mr. Morford's case.
Thank you, Lee.
Okay, it sounds pretty good.
he's doing really well.
Okay, good. You're transitioning now to where you can start working.
What is it?
You're going to be able to start working now. looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that's one of the things you wanted, right?
Yes.
Okay, so good job.
Thank you.
Come back in another month, approximately,
Please, Judge.
June 5th. June 5th for preliminary hearing and pretrial.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
Thank you. Good job.
State of Ohio versus Joseph S. Cutt, case number CRA 2159.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, Mr. Cupp is at OVP. I don't know if you've received a report from OVP. I texted Ms. Akers quite a while ago to see if a report was had been sent or was forthcoming and didn't get a response.
I don't think I did. I haven't gotten anything.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, they're horrible about sending a report.
Well, they used to be a lot better when Mr. Met's off on maternity leave.
Oh, I didn't know that, so,
Yeah.
not Akers, Dement, I'm sorry.
I believe she's off now.
I believe so.
But it is Mr. Dement that I texted, I didn't.
Yeah, so that's, used to be, it was pretty easy to get a report now since she's gone out. I don't know how they've accommodated that. They haven't obviously put another person in the same position. Okay.
We were supposed to get a video. We submitted it.
Mr. Major? Mr. Major?
John, Jimmy.
Sorry.
Put down again.
Went out again. Is that mic on?
Okay, now it's that one.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure it's
What a day.
You're going to have a case number that we're on, please.
2159 and 2048. So is he still outpatient then at OVP?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I've texted Mr. Mint to ask for a report. The last report I have is March 3rd. So let's recall it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please have a seat.
State of Ohio versus Roger King Jr., case number CRA 23-143 and TRD 22-1856 A and B.
Okay, Mr. King, have you hired an attorney?
I'm in the process of hiring Mr. DeLauder, but I need a little bit more time to come up with my retainer fee.
Judge, I did talk to Mr. King. I told him I didn't care to help him out. I told him that I didn't care. We'd work out some sort of payment arrangement, but we just haven't done that yet. I think what his intention is sometime later this week to get together with me. I don't know. I don't know anything else about the case. I don't know how old it is or anything else.
Okay.
He would waive, but I did talk to him about the necessity to potentially waive time if he's asking for another continuance. He did indicate to me that he doesn't have any objection to that.
When do you think you can have things squared away with Mr. DeLauder?
I could definitely have it done within 30 days.
Okay. I'll set the next hearing for May 22nd.
Your Honor?
Yes.
If I may, this is a charge that originated on July the 19th of 2022. It appears to have been set to go to the grand jury, but then determined that it would be better filed here, and it was just filed here on March 8th. And I don't know whether this is Mr. King's first appearance in this court, or...
No, he was arraigned on April the 10th.
Okay. This is a situation in which, unless he says, no, I'm going to contest this all the way, and of course he has this also DUS charge too, I guess, but we would be wanting him to be assessed for counseling, and if he did that and was successful, we would not be seeking to send the case to the grand jury or even a conviction if he would do that.
I'm fine with that.
So then that way he'd have a little bit of time to talk with Mr. DeLauder as to whether he felt he needed to be represented by him. And I actually said something to Mr. DeLauder. I'm not trying to take his clients away from him.
I'm happy to do whatever, so I can still talk to him about the options, and if I don't think he needs an attorney, if it's already worked out, and he's willing to do what I believe Mr. Hill's expecting of him, I'll advise him that.
Okay,
That way I can help him get
as I understand, the state's willing to keep the case here in this court, not send you to the grand jury or have you indicted. If you'll go to treatment and be successful at it, I think they'd be willing to dismiss the case at some point down the road after you've demonstrated that you're going to get in recovery and stay there.
I'd be happy to do that.
How do you pay for medical services now?
I have a medical card.
From Ohio?
No, West Virginia.
West Virginia?
Yes.
Okay. And you live in Huntington now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to refer you, I don't know, I guess Mr. Webb and his folks left, did they? Do you
I
have
have Nick's number if you want me to give it to him.
Okay, why don't we do this? I'll refer, since it's going to be outpatient, I'm going to refer you to Juanita from Thrive for, you can get a peer recovery coach, and then she can help link you up with facility in Huntington where they can accept West Virginia Medicaid, and they'll do outpatient services with you with a peer recovery coach. So Juanita's here from Thrive, that's an organization. Can you handle him since he's West Virginia though, or?
I'm not positive, I can call and find out.
Okay, well at least you can get him linked up with Mr. Webb, right, from RRG. And then we'll see if you can do the peer recovery coaching. If not, then I guess they'll do that. So I'm going to set your next hearing for May 22nd. In the intervening time, I'd like for, if you're interested in that, doing treatment in lieu of having your case proceed, you need to get involved with some treatment, get an assessment, do what they set up for you, and then when you come back to court, I'll need a report from them that that's what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
So both cases are set for May 22nd.
We'll also need for Mr. King to sign a time waiver. Now, the other case is a DUS case, is that the other one you're referring to?
Yes, and I think on that, we were given, He had pled guilty before we gave him some time to try to get his license reinstated.
Yeah, and in the process of doing that, I was living in a really bad situation, and to get away from the drugs and that atmosphere, I chose to become homeless. And that's where I ran into my roadblock with the driving under suspension. But I've started payment plans on getting that taken care of. I'm at a point, I just need to get to the DMV to reinstate.
Okay, well, you need to work on that too.
Yes, sir.
May 22nd will be your next hearing. You'll need to sign you have a right to make this case be brought to a head. That's your right, but since you're asking for time to maybe get treatment and get it dismissed, you're waiving those time constraints. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So that's what the document Mr. Hill is going to ask you to sign, then you're free to go.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Ray W. Meredith, CRB 2038. Ray Meredith.
The one to the bathroom.
Okay, we'll recall it.
There he is.
There you go. You're Ray Meredith.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Meredith, it's alleged that you missed a review hearing November 1st of 21, and case number 2038 was a theft offense. So, do you admit or deny you missed your hearing?
Yeah, I missed it.
Do you have an explanation?
Yeah, I ain't been able to get transportation, plus I've been having operations and stuff done.
Where do you live?
Out by the vocational school.
That's a pretty weak excuse then. That's not that far away.
Well, I'm not able to walk back and forth, if that's what you're suggesting. I don't have transportation.
Well, you gotta get to court.
I'm here.
Well, a year or two late.
Well, I paid all my fines the other day too.
I do see that. Is it paid off now, can you tell? Looks like it's paid it off. Let's see, what else? And you had restitution, so that's paid. And you got 5 days of community service to do.
Yeah, I think I got one of them in, but I'm gonna try to do Saturday because she said I get 2 for 1.
That's correct. Okay, I'll cancel the warrant. And I'll give you another review hearing, but you gotta get in here for your review.
I'm gonna get the community service done before my review hearing. So
Then you don't have to come in.
Oh, I won't have to?
No, if you get it done, you don't have to come in.
Oh.
The review's to make sure you do your community service, so you do it. I got enough people that don't do stuff to fill up the 2 of these courtrooms.
Well, that's another reason I didn't want to keep coming in too, 'cause I didn't have the money to pay my fines either.
It's always better to come in than, you've had the risk of getting snatched up and taken to jail all this time.
I don't go nowhere.
Okay. Well, I guess if you go up some holler and just sit there, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're going to get out and mill around a little bit, you might have police contact and then
Stay home, don't have to worry about it, right?
Okay, I'll set it for June 26th, the last Monday in June. Get it done before then, you don't have to come back.
Yes, sir.
9 a.m., June 26th. You're
Yes,
free
sir,
to go.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me write it down.
Good idea, June 26th.
Thank you again.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy Meadows, case number TRC 22-120, A, B, and C, CRA 2241, TRD 1329.
Okay. All right, Mr. Meadows is out here. It's mine. A little birdie told me you're willing to go to inpatient treatment. Is that right? With Mr. Gwynn to Riverside, and you've got a bed for him?
Yes, sir.
And you saw the results of his screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I think that's an excellent idea. So let's do that and come back.
What agency, I'm sorry.
Riverside Recovery. Let's come back on May 19th. Hopefully get a good report. You're adjusting, doing what you need to. Okay, I think you made the right decision, Mr. Meadows. We'll see you on May the 19th. You're going to go with Mr. Gwynn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recall for Lindsay Wiley, case number CRV 23223.
Okay. We were trying to get a report, or what were we waiting?
No, we were waiting to see whether video had been provided by Walmart in response to a subpoena that was issued.
You know, Walmart, Your Honor, does provide videos. I don't know. I don't think sporadically is the right, and I don't think occasionally is the right word.
Regularly?
Frequently, but not always, I guess. And when they don't, I mean, we issued the subpoena on April the 12th, so they've had 3 weeks to come up with it. And sometimes I feel like I care more about these cases than they do. And that being the case, we're not going to be able to proceed today, so we're going to move to dismiss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case will be dismissed.
Thank you.
They still care a lot more than Lowe's does.
Well, they work at it. I feel like I need to send them a letter and say, you know, if you want me to help you with your loss prevention, you need to help me by providing me with the evidence. I have done that. I've done that before.
The city can even suggest there may be a reason they choose to send videos in some cases and not others.
Maybe they looked at the video.
Right.
Well, that could be, but you'd think they'd even let me know that.
That would be preferable.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Hitchman on a recall, case number CRV 23107.
Okay, not a good result, and you didn't go to OVP like I ordered you to.
Your Honor, if I may, he spoke to Riverside also, and I believe he was willing to give information to Riverside.
Okay. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll go along with that. So we'll set you the same date for Mr. Meadows' review. So I'll see you in about a little less than 3 weeks, and hopefully you'll get a good report from Riverside then. May 19th will be your hearing. You can go there today and start your treatment. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly Gannon, case number 21, TRC 213329, A and B.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Don't think I've seen it.
Judge Miss Gannon is with Bethesda now. I think she's compliant with treatment. I talked to the representative from Bethesda a little bit ago, but I don't know where she is. But anyway, my understanding is Kimberly's passing her drug test. She's getting involved. She's got a treatment plan with them. She's getting started on her treatment plan there. And appears to be compliant with the treatment. Now, she's not been with them for very long, so.
Okay, so we want to give that a little time?
Well, I think that's what Mr. Field's preference is. I know Ms. Gannon wants this to be over with, but she also understands she's got to prove to you that she's serious about this. So.
Okay. Why don't we come back in 6 weeks or so, and that should do it.
Okay, June 12th, good?
June 12th. Next hearing, June 12th, for sentencing.
All right.
Okay, it's a good start.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Jan Vest, case number TRC 22-1743, A, B, C, and D.
This is for sentencing Mr. Holt's case. She's at Riverside.
She's completed, Your Honor.
Sorry. Yes. Can I have a copy?
She doesn't have
Just have Mr. Cooper make one. Or if he looks like he's got copies of it.
Okay.
Hey, JP. Okay, we've been at this for a while. Are we ready to conclude it today, or?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Yes, and she's done very well, but this started out as a third offense with a refusal and an additional within 20, so there's the potential for an elevated, the penalties could be pretty severe, but she's done very well in treatment. So I think that we believe she's earned some consideration, and we spoke about the fact that if we treated it today as a second offense, that would be justified by not only the facts of the case, but also how well she's done in treatment.
I agree with that, Your Honor.
Okay. So, is there any, because I can even bend the rules further if I find the jail's overcrowded, which is no stretch to say that. Everybody on board with me treating it that way?
I'm fine with that, Your Honor.
Mr. Healy?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I was saying that, you know, under the sentencing, there's a 10-day, unless I say that the jail's overcrowded, which is not, I'm not making something up when I say the jail's overcrowded, I can do 5 and 18.
We don't oppose that, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so, all right. Ms. Bess, anything you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to let you and the courts know that I hadn't relapsed when this happened. I did the day of, because my mental health meds, 5 of them all at once were upped, and I was in a manic state. And that's whenever I took the Xanax and drove.
Okay.
I was trying to better myself by doing the mental health meds, and it just didn't work out. Whenever I got home out of jail, I threw every one of them away, and I started working out. I've got a membership.
Now you're on the even keel where you need to be, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, anything else you want to tell me?
That's all. Well, my mother, I've got 2 very ill parents. My mother had stage 4 liver cancer, and I take care of my mom and my dad. So there's a lot.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for that. I do feel like I have to give you the 5 days in jail. And I'm kind of bending the rules to give you that. I'm giving you some consideration because you've done a lot of work over the last year or so, and I want to acknowledge that. So
Thank you, Your Honor.
And reward it. So I don't think giving you any more jail time is gonna help anything, so. The legislature tells me what the law is, I'm supposed to enforce it, so.
Yes.
That's what they've said the minimum, actual bottom line minimum is, so. Okay, I'm gonna give you the minimum fine, $525 fine is the minimum on a second offense, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Court costs, it'll be a 1-year license suspension, but the good news is, I can start it at the time you have the offense, so it's almost up. You've been at this for almost a year. It's gonna be a year, June 22nd, so you'll be eligible to get your license reinstated pretty soon.
That's wonderful.
And you'll have to, but you gotta do that. I mean, it just doesn't automatically happen. You gotta call the BMV and
Yes.
they're gonna have a reinstatement fee, I don't know, an SR 22, you know, whatever hoops they throw out, you gotta jump through those hoops.
Right.
To get your license back.
Yes.
I'll send you to 30 days in jail, I'll suspend 25. So you got 5 days to serve. 2 years of level 4 probation. Now, when would, you gotta report on a Monday or a Friday for your 5 days, when would you prefer? Would you prefer to have more weekend time or more work week time?
What is the date before, the Friday before the 5th?
Okay, that would be the 2nd. June 2nd.
Okay. Well, what's the
Or do
Friday?
you want Memorial Day weekend? Does it matter if it's a
26th.
holiday time?
No.
It'll be the 26th.
No, I think it's the weekend after.
You'll be out the 1st. If you're put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll be out on Tuesday.
On the 1st?
You'll be out on the 30th.
Okay, that'll be fine.
30th or 31st. You'll be out before the 1st.
Okay. What's the date?
The 26th of May. Is that what
Okay.
Yes.
They don't put you in over Memorial Day, because Memorial Day is the 29th.
That's fine.
Okay. So you report here May 26th, to start your 5 days of jail time by 11 a.m. on that day. And I'm going to say you completed your treatment.
Major after this.
And also, I'm going to run concurrent, because you had a driving under suspension, which has a mandatory 3-day sentence. And I'll run it concurrent with your OBI time, which I'm not sure I'm supposed to do that, but I will give you an extra benefit. So, on the driving under an OBI suspension, it's a minimum $250 fine. I'll impose that. No court costs. 3 days in jail, and it'll run concurrent with your OBI sentence, and you report May 26th for that.
We're here. Do they still come here, Your Honor, or should you go straight to the jail?
No, she'll come here.
Okay.
Then on failure to control, a $20 fine. Is there another charge? There's a deep. I'll dismiss the distracted driving.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And set a review hearing for, now, are you going to stay in some kind of follow-up, or what are you going to do?
Yes, I talk to them daily usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's what you need to do. Let's set, just to keep tabs on you a little sooner, let's set it for August the 18th for our first review hearing.
Reviews are at 9, correct?
9 a.m. August 18th. Sentence, or report for jail, May 26th, 11 a.m.
11 a.m. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Go see
so
Mr.
much.
Major in the probation office.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Ramey, case number TRC 222516 A and B.
do have a report from Mr. Ramey from OVP.
Making progress.
How do you want to proceed on this, Mr. Healy?
Well, we're happy that Mr. Ramey is making progress. Looks like maybe he could benefit from some more. I'm also looking at the charge to which he pled guilty, and they have charged as a second, but one of the priors, the prior was in magistrate's court, so really it would be a first.
First high test, we wanted it,
And it is a high test.
if we
yes.
followed through, he was going, I believe we agreed to treat it as a low test first offense.
So we would like to have at least one more time in to make sure he's continuing his progress.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Sometime,
How
maybe
about-
6 weeks out.
How about the 5th? Would that work?
All right, June 5th. For sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
What time? It's at 11 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Ronald R. Spears, case number CRB 2140. Did not check in, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Spears has not appeared. He does have a bond though. Maybe, has he paid off his fines and costs?
No, Your Honor, he owes $140.
Okay. Well. I'll let Mr. Sellers know. And on, I did get a response back on Joseph Cupp from Ms. Dementa. She was trying to get a report issued, so at least I did get a response. All right, Mr. Sellers. Said a bond forfeiture May 22nd.
It's good here, Judge. And you're notifying Mr. Sellers, Your Honor?
I am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Caldwell, case number CRB 131153A and B, CRB 131057. Did not check in, Your Honor.
Brittany Caldwell. It's on the sentencing docket. She has a bond. Set her for the same time, what did I say, May 22nd?
Yes, Your Honor.
The bond forfeiture.
State of Ohio versus Heather Chin, case number TRD 201711 A and B, and TRD 201761 A and B.
Ms. Chen is here today. How are you, Ms. Chen?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do you have a payment you can make on your case today?
I do.
How much?
20.
All right, see the clerk, you can get $100 on your case by doing community service on Saturday.
This Saturday? Or any Saturday?
No, this Saturday.
This Saturday? Okay, I'll be there for sure.
Here at 7:30.
7:30?
June 5th will be your next time.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. 7.
And then 7:30 here?
7:30 here Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Joseph Sherman, case number TRD 23248.
Mr. Warford's case, pre-trial.
Were you able to obtain a report on it from Pat?
I did text Mr. Gibson. He said I messaged his therapist. That's the response I got, so I don't actually have a report.
Your Honor, I'm able to provide a little bit of input here.
Okay.
Mr. Sherman has a history of being cared for by Olivia, one of your employees here at the court. He actually lived with her as a child, on and off, and has now gone back to be with her, and says he's doing fine as long as he's got some support around him. She didn't have anything to tell me about PATH, but I think she said he was going.
If I may. I got my, I got my assessment done, and I won't actually have my first counseling session until the 3rd.
Okay, so you have an appointment already established?
Yes, sir.
So continue.
Judge, yes, I believe that he's staying with Olivia?
Yes, sir.
He's staying with Mrs. Mayo.
All right.
So she's going to keep a pretty close watch on him, I believe.
May 22nd
That's good here, Judge.
with a time waiver.
Time waiver.
May 22nd be the next pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Joseph S. Cup, case number CRA 2159, TRC 2048, A, B, and C.
Your Honor, I just checked the back.
Your Honor, I just received a text from Mr. Mint. She said that the counselor's in session, so it'll be a while before they can send a report. So I don't know what the doc is looking like at this point. If we could come back next week, we could probably have a report on the 8th.
Okay. Any-
Break up that.
And maybe even today, but later in the day.
All right, I'll set it for May the 8th, next hearing.
Thank you.
Well, I can tell you I'm doing good, Your Honor, but that's just my word, you know?
I understand.
I am doing a lot better, though.
Good.
Thank you.
That's next Monday,
All
Mike.
right, we'll get
Next Monday?
confirmation hopefully next Monday. Court's adjourned.
Thank you.
What time was that?
10 o'clock.
10?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
We got some extra files. That's some spares.
One of them fine, it's on the 22nd, Jessica Thomas.
22nd. And, oh, she pled. There it is.
She said that one printed out wrong.
And then William Meadows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the birthday. She's right there in that holding cell.
Oh, yeah.
Do you pay for that?
Oh, don't even remember that. That's why it was continued. It was set just to pay costs. No. Yeah, 90-day continuance on 4/24. Defendant still needs to pay costs.
I'll have Sarah look at that one, safety session. Well, I'll have them look. Let me, I'll go have what's her name look it up. What matters.
You're fine.
Let me go have, what's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't.
Sarah?
No. Doreen, look in here.
All right. Okay.
Lordy.
Oh, yeah. Actually.
Let me get ask her real quick.
Oh, yeah, no, probably will. He probably will have an issue with that.
He's just got to pay fine and his stuff in order.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do it. Okay,
I'm gonna tell him I'm calling him.
all right.
Thank you, sir.
You are.